Hello, my friends. I have some kind of yellow background today. I don't know what's going on. Just enjoy it or ignore it, whatever. Video 89. In this video, I want to tell you about a homesteading conference that I go to with my daughter every year. There's a homesteading conference that happens um, in Idaho, in Coeur every year that I guess West Coast people go to. I think there's probably one on the East Coast somewhere, but for the West Coast, they do it here in Idaho. And it's a big one. We've been going there, I think we've been there twice now, and we got tickets for the next year. So my daughter is very much into like animals and gardening and all that kind of stuff. She wants to have a farm, she wants a cow, and she's into homesteading. And one year she wanted to go to this conference, and I decided to go with her and just get her company, keep her company while she goes to this um, conference. And I went, and I really enjoyed it. It really opened up my eyes to homesteading type of life, where you live self-sustainingly, sustainable. I don't know, whatever. Um, but you basically eat what you grow, is their main point. And I'm obviously not in that position to be that way at all. I live in a house in the neighborhood with a HOA and a city lot piece of property. But we do have a big garden in the backyard that we put together during COVID. From one of the COVID checks that came in, we used that money to extend our fence more towards the front of the house, on the sides of the house. It used to be like our backyard was fenced in and it closed off at the back of the house. But we moved that forward about, let's see, probably about 5 feet from the front of the house. So it gave us a lot of side house space for storage and things. That's where I keep all my snow tires all year. And then once we put them on, put the regular tires back there. So we have 4 cars. So that's a lot of tires back there. Anyway, so yeah, she has this big garden that she can play in now. And then we went to this homesteading conference, and there was these famous speakers there. Joel Salatin is one of them, and then his son Daniel. They were all both there, and I really I listened to his son Daniel the first time we were there, and I really enjoyed learning things like how to if you have cows and chickens, for instance, how you can take a piece of property and pasture the cows on this piece of property, and you put them in these little paddocks, and they eat in this area one day, and then you move them into a next one in the next day, and you keep moving them across the property, so that way they eat all the grass. They don't just pick and choose things that they like and leave the rest, but they first of all eat everything off of it. Second of all, they leave a good amount of manure there for health of the earth. And then you move them on, and that way you cover the whole piece of property as you move them through the seasons. Um, and then the next year, better grass grows. You have healthy pasture. But the next nice thing is that he was talking about is putting, like, once you move the cows off to the next one, then you give it a day or two, and you basically have chickens follow them about 2 or 3 days behind. So that way the manure that lays there um, can ripen and develop worms and things, so then the chickens can eat. And then the chickens add their manure on top. So the way that he was explaining it is really cool. He said that they were able to turn unusable land into really healthy um, pasture that way. At first, obviously, they had to put hay and whatever into those paddocks for the cows to eat. But then they leave manure on bad piece of land. They leave manure, and then manure um, fertilizes the ground, and the next year you get better grass. So then you can do half hay and half or straw or whatever, and then half grass. And then in a couple 3 years, you turn your unusable land into a really healthy pasture. Um, a lot of other stuff. There was, what else did we learn? They have cool vendors over there. All kinds of cool little stuff you don't see normally for homesteaders. Um, Man, what else was there? I took so many notes. But anyway, then they were giving a good deal for the tickets for the next year, and so we bought tickets for next year, which was this year, and then we went this year and really enjoyed it again. It was really good. My daughter really liked it, so it was really nice to spend time with her and just kind of have daddy-daughter type of um, time. It was 2 days long, so that was fun. Um, they had, like, the first year we were there, they had chicks in one of the vendors. They had like a box of chicks, little chicken babies in there for people to look at. There was a Amish guy showing how to butcher a pig. And then there was a chicken butchering class. There was that same, I think it was the same Amish guy this year, or maybe it was last year. They were showing how to build a barn raising, basically. That was cool. What else? Somebody was talking about growing the most, like fitting the most you can into a small piece of land in terms of gardening. So that was kind of cool to see how they layer different vegetables by seasons and then by height. So some plants will grow, up. So then you can put plants next to them that are short, and then you can pair them up with plants that grow later in the year versus ones that grow fast, like lettuce and stuff like that. So they put many different vegetables together. Also, they were talking about having like fruit trees. So you have a line of fruit trees, and then you have you have 2 rows of fruit trees, and then between them you plow and make one row of vegetables. So like you have trees and then you have a vegetable garden in between, but it's all one row. Like they plant like potatoes in one row. I don't know how far, it's pretty far. But instead of having a bunch of rows, you just do one row, one long row. Uh, anyway, yeah, so if you get a chance, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, like homesteading and gardening and whatever, animals, homesteading conference is good to go to. It's really nice that it's like next door to us. There's people that are flying in from California, from Canada. Um, like it's got to be a hard thing for them to get to this conference, but we're like right next door to it. It's very nice. All right, well, that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching, and excuse the yellow background behind me. I did not like it. I'm gonna not use that anymore. Okay, please like and comment and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.